Blind buying the best fragrances of spring 2020 starts today with Y Parfum. Came out in 2018, the same year as 1 Million Lucky and Carolina Herrera's 212 VIP Party Fever. This has apple and ginger and juniper berry, and if you don't know what that means, juniper berry gives off a nice, fresh, crisp aroma that blends very well with cedar woods, which is what's inside here. It also has some incense in it, which can be dark and smoky mixed with the lovely fragrance composition. This is very elegant and quite versatile. You can use this in like all kinds of upscale events, conventions, or weddings, what have you. You could probably wear it to work too. Definitely going out for dinner. Definitely a little bit dressed up fragrance. This is running around $120 in the United States department stores, and for a similar scent cheaper, and my personal opinion I like better, it's called Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Toilette. More versatile and more compliments and easier to wear and lighter, if that makes sense. This is thicker and both are very good. This one has amazing performance. The Eau de Parfum outperforms the Eau de Toilette, but this one to me smells better. In a few moments, I'm going to show you a Tom Ford fragrance that was a private collection, over $350 in 2019, and they just re-released it, and now it's affordable, slashing half the price. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you 5 bonus best spring selections, and they are all 100% designer brand names. No Egyptian or import fragrances on this video. They're all designers. And the fragrance that Tom Ford just released, that just came out, it's called Tom Ford Beau de Jour, now available half the price of his private collection, which is also named Beau de Jour. This has lavender extract in it. Lavender plays a very cool role in this fragrance, as it is the star of the show, but not allowed to shine, if that makes sense. It's an extract that blends well and plays well with all the other fougere style fragrance ingredients that are in here. And if you don't know what fougere means, it means fern-like. Back in the 70s and 80s, they used to call yuppie, preppy type bars fern bars. Tom Ford Beau de Jour is perfect for work. You can wear it to a wedding. Also, it's perfect for highly versatile upscale fragrance composition. And when presented perfectly, you could even wear it with a little bit of a dressed up jean look. It'll match up perfect for that. Prices are $180 to $195 depending where you buy it in the United States, boutiques or department stores. And discounters already have it for $150, $160 average internet price. A similar scent based on note structure, cheaper, would be called Cartier Santos de Cartier Eau de Toilette, the black bottle with the silver linings on it, which also has juniper in it, what I just talked about. It also has lavender, basil, and mint, just as this composition. And some people say that another affordable similar scent, cheaper to Beau de Jour, would be called Zeno by Davidoff. Cartier Santos is about $30, $40, depends how you purchase it, tester or retail box. And Zeno by Davidoff is around $20. Zeno by Davidoff has lavender, geranium, and patchouli, as this does, but it's a bit more of a woody composition, more woody and green. Coming up is a Guerlain flanker that is awesome. Don't forget, at the end of the video I have 5 bonus designer fragrances for you. And real quick, if you're new here, my name is Christian O, here to help you smell better for less. Connect with other fragrance lovers down in the comments below. Simply talk about all things fragrances related. And if any of these videos should strike an accord with you, why not share, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Any of these fragrances you might like to try out can be available, 3 of them in this cool scent sprayer for $34.95. You'll be helping support the channel. And if you just want to buy 1 or 2 a la carte without any subscription, go ahead. They're like $14.95 each. Question of the day today. I really want an honest answer. How are you feeling? Just tell the truth. Sometimes people ask me, how are you feeling today? And I was positive, thinking I would say, better than ever. Joe Cocker says, we feeling all right? I'm not feeling so good myself. A real honest answer. See where your head is at today. And remember, you can allow yourself to feel good for the remainder of this video. Coming up is the Guerlain flanker by L'Homme Idéal. But first, let me show you this beautiful #1 spring fragrance called Bleu de Chanel. It's extremely fresh mixed with some touches of citrus. It's overall masculine, but done in such a modern way, and it was made back in 2010. It's the Eau de Toilette, one of the most versatile, upscale, freshy fragrances I've ever encountered, with probably the most complimented fragrance, if you want compliments, on this entire list. For Beau de Jour we just talked about, this thing can last 10 to 15 hours easily. And this is Guerlain L'Homme Idéal Parfum. Why did I say that? Because this thing can last 8 to 10 hours easily. Cost about $50. This is close to $200. This one spotlights the almond note covered with leather and vanilla. Doesn't that sound nice? Sits on a base of tonka bean. Another fragrance that's similar scent, cheaper, is called Iceberg Sandalwood. And by similar scent, I mean it shares many similar notes. Not the exact same smell. It goes in that direction. And how does it go in that direction? It uses amber instead of rose, and it has no leather. The Iceberg Sandalwood has no leather, vanilla, or incense, as this one does. Instead, it does use a milky notes and vetiver. Both do sit on they both share the note of tonka bean as their base. And #1 fragrance for the spring is called Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. No, it's not the Eau de Parfum. It's called Parfum. I did that on purpose just so you don't get them mixed up. Simply called Parfum. It's very well blended compared to the Eau de Toilette, which is very loud and obnoxious, so to speak, and projects crazy. This one is not as spicy. It calms down. It comes in more smooth. And I've been getting into some interesting situations wearing the Parfum during the spring of 2020 Sauvage Parfum. It's a more modern, youthful version of the Eau de Toilette. And this Eau de Parfum, of course, is more of a upscale, more mature version. So there's that. 5 bonuses coming up right now, starting with Thierry de Hermes Eau Très Fraîche, which has an emphasis on the orange note as opposed to the other regular Hermes Thierry D, or the Eau Intense Vetiver, which emphasizes the vetiver note. However, I believe this Eau Très Fraîche to have a better scent sillage. #2, Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Simply blind buy it. It's a delicious fragrance. It does cost over $100. It's similar scent, cheaper, that actually smells identical to it. We're not talking about note structures on this one. It's called Versace Pour Homme Signature, coming in around a third of the price, $40 or so for big bottles. Next, a really good fragrance that makes you feel good, smells awesome, you get compliments. Doesn't last as long as I would like for it to last, but for springtime, it's a beautiful fragrance by Tiffany & Company called Love. From him, Tiffany & Co. Love, pressurized sprayer, and just smells aquatic, fresh, and delicious. Next up, you can select 212 VIP Black. This is a good fragrance for those sunny days, 72-degree weather, blue skies. Or if you want something that's a 212 flanker, it's called VIP Men Party Fever, which uses an herb inside it. It uses an herb called cannabis, and cannabis inside this fragrance kind of smells nutty and almondy, along with a almondy. To give you an idea, I don't know what cannabis actually smells like. I've never smelled it. Have you? Next up, we have YSL L'Homme Eau Électrique, which is a delicious take on La Nuit de l'Homme. It's got an aquatic dose of aquatic blueness to the famous La Nuit de l'Homme, which is a good take for the spring, especially on a little bit of a cooler day. Here in the Midwest, it's 40-50 degrees, and if it's a warmer day, try L'Homme Yves Saint Laurent Cologne Bleu. Both of these are average in performance. Both of these smell awesome and perfect for spring weather, like absolutely gems. And hey, if you like these type of flanker and designer fragrances and blind buy videos, check this one out. YouTube.